All right, here we go. 10 for last section of 10 that we'll be going over. And it's solving trig equations. So when we come to an equation that has for example, we'll look at the problems down below, that has an equation with these trig functions in it, there's four types that we'll be dealing with. First is going to be when the equation, so scenario one, the equation has functions of both 2x and of x. And so when you're in that situation, rewrite the functions that have 2x using the identities to change them all in terms of x. And then from there, work your way through and solve for x. That's scenario one, and that's probably one of the more straightforward ways you might see it. Scenario two, we'll have equations that there's only are only in terms of 2x. So when you're doing that, you could convert them all over to x, but probably it'll be easier to solve for 2x. Solve for 2x. Change the color there. Solve for 2x. And then once you get down to the end, remember that your solutions for x themselves are half of that, so you're going to divide everything by 2. And also recall that it's going to be 2 cycles we'll be completing in 360, so you'll need to go out a little bit further then. If it's times 2, you'll need to go out 2 full cycles before you divide to make sure you're getting all of your answers. Scenario 3, that the equation has a sum or difference of angles and no functions with just x. So in that case, you'll solve for the sum or difference of your angles, solve the equation in terms of your different sum or difference of angles, then get x at that point. And then scenario 4, you have both sum of and difference of angles and functions in terms of x. So then you need to use your identities for sum and difference of angles to get them in terms of just x, and then from there, solve using just algebra to get x by itself. We'll go through all those 4 types of scenarios here in your notes. There's not any new information in this lesson, just a lot of practice and review and applying what we've been learning throughout this chapter. So see you in the next few videos.